elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish. South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will get the first crack at it here. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Guys, let's step back here and think big picture Wisconsin. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can they keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close to...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Leaves it with the running back. He's like a loose bowler, just caroms his way to the 32. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
To the air on second down. Got his man quickly. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah. Turning it on! They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. Notre Dame right back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Caught in the backfield, it's Young. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Hold and finds his man on the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Badgers can really attack on this second and short. Handoff to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Young. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something we're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air. It's O'Neal. Tosses it incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Gets away from one. Finds some space. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
Quick release by the QB. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Rides the back on the option to give. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Irish! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hilton. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off play action. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Got a man. It's Hilton. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? And the Badgers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitchman one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd down play from the gun. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's O'Neal. Fires to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly to the tight end.
Listen, I know that game didn't get very much, but I love getting the tight ends involved. Get everybody involved in the offense. Make me cover the whole field. Keep everybody a little bit honest.
They'll give it to the back. Across the 35. Running through contact.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Slithers into space. There he goes. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen. Get ready for the run. Less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Dar forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here come the Irish back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Going to try to get it himself. And a nice pickup on the line, and gets down to avoid contact. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to let it go. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see...
Breaks into the open. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. And off to Jones. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it. He'll off one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here come the Irish back on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. It's Larson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, they didn't get the field goal there, but still a 22-point lead to work with. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Scanning the field, it's O'Neal. Caught behind the line. It's Hilton. Across the 45. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, And it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the Badgers are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Badgers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw again. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on. And you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Larson. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Drag down, and they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. To the ground with the back. Creates a little room. Turning it on. Inside. Touchdown. Fighting Irish. And the stomping has commenced.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he made the extra point without problem.
35, Wisconsin, 9.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The lone back's got it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder.
There he goes! Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Unloads quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Going to swing it on second down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Of 11 on the play. Brings up third down.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch. It's Young. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, that was the only place the quarterback could go with the ball. Finding his back out of the backfield, just couldn't make enough guys miss, and now it's fourth down.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Under fire. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game. That is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. Back to throw. It's O'Neal. Finds the tight end. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Can't get him to the ground. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Makes the grab. There he goes. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Badgers are marching down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain. 5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop up.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. And off to Jones. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. These corners going to give them some space. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Young. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Young. And some room to work. He's loose down the left side. At the 30. 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Running back searching for a hole. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The RPO, it's complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Badgers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
The pass on 1st down.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go.
Brings up 2nd down.
He wants to throw it again. Hauls it in. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. smashes ahead. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here come the Irish back on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy with.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back to pass. Finds his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
He starts the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Norton. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Going for 6. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were